Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and people of all ages, it is time for the full throttle face-off. It is Tanso versus OGRL in a battle of the GR86s, the championship. This 6-week series promises intense competition and exhilarating racing moments. The Toyota GR86 will be pushed to the limits by the top drivers on each team. But it will take more than just the fastest drivers to win this championship. Drivers will need to work together, not just in preparation before the race, but with their teammates during the race to push the best to the front of the pack. I am James Parfitt. I'm going to be joined in the booth from Jim Cunningham for this series. And ladies and gentlemen, well, it is going to be absolutely fire of racing. We're going off to some great circuits during this period of 6 weeks. We're off to Detroit Belle Isle next week on the 13th, then going to the 20th. We go to Alton Park without Britons. 27th, we're off to Willow Springs, and then the 4th of May is Brands Hatch GP, and then the 11th of May, the final round will be off to VIR ground course. So Tanso picked the first round, OGRL picked Detroit, Tanso picked Alton, OGRL Willow Springs, Tanso Brands Hatch, funny enough, Tanso being the British league, picking all British tracks, and OGRL in VAR, funny enough, picking all American tracks. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen, these drivers have just entered into qualifying. Let's bring Jim into the booth. Jim, welcome in, fella. How are you?
Doing great, man. And I'm pumped up about this American-British battle here. This is going to be good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. We got Tanso in red, OGRL in purple. Okay, so if we see them on the race and they're red, they are OGRL. If you see them in and they are purple, well, obviously, they're Tanso. Some of the drivers on board with Tanso: Michael Dolan, Alan McCain, Dan Foster, Matt Benson, Joseph Lopez, John Johnston, Marion Sebastian, I think that's right, Ryan Dudley, Peter Woodmore, Dan Wareham is here, Simon McPhee, Stuart Brearley, Sean Atkinson and Terry Atkinson. Then you've got Dean Cummins, Lee Rylands, Curtis Matthews is OGRL actually, and Adrian Hadfield in that one. For the OGRL, you've got the likes of Ryan Merriam, Stanley Jr., Preston Hathaway is here, Rick Wishon is also here, Chris Slane, Bradley Tidwell, Chris Walford, Clyde Comfer, Rich Wishon, Eldon Noe, Cameron Fredericks, Egolf Satiro is also here, and Curtis Matthews and Jake DeGrand. Obviously, Bradley Lovins is also part of OGRL, but I don't see him on the track at this moment in time. We're just going to correct Curtis Matthews' team. Not quite sure why he jumped him into Tanso, but there you go. Jim, lots of good drivers from both of these leagues that we watch. So, you know, how are we going to plan who comes out on top on this one?
Yeah, I don't know. This is going to be a tough one. It's going to be interesting, and it'll be interesting to see how teammates help each other on the track and stuff like that. Well, Curtis, I think if I'm not mistaken, Curtis is probably the one that got this initiated to actually happen, because Curtis was originally racing in the Tanso GR86 league, and he's in OGRL, and he recruited some of those guys to come over and join the GR86 league. And I think that's how, as that season came to an end, I think that's how this whole British American thing came about. And so that's probably why he was in the Showdown Tanso, because he's actually in both. And I am surprised to see Bradley Loving's not here. He must have something going on today, because he's normally involved in anything like this.
Yeah, I will do some investigatory messages. Oi, Lazy, where are you? So let's see what he does here as well. Oi, where are you? So there we go. Let's see what he comes back with here as well. This is going to be fascinating, because this isn't something that's done all the time. You know, you don't see this inter-league battling. And I think it could be quite interesting. You know, it's like having triple bypass with BSC for NASCAR. That would be amazing.
Yeah, no, I think this is going to be so cool. You know, and I think they picked a great car. You know, it's a nice little competitive car, so the field should stay, you know, relatively close. It should be some close wheel-to-wheel battling the whole season. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, Sean Mahoney in the YouTube chat. Let's go, Lopez. He says here as well. Ryan Merriam sitting on top for OGRL at the moment. You can see some of the qualifying times coming in at the bottom of his screen. Ryan Dudley has got an improvement going on at the same time. So we'll have to see how he gets on. Dudley goes up into 4th place at this moment in time. So a great job from Dudley. Declan Marsden has also got some greens on the board, followed by a yellow. A couple of other people going over the line. Alan McCain is down in 17th at the moment. There, Alan McCain goes over the line as well. Time's coming in thick and fast. Stanley Jr. is going to go over the line. John Johnston heading over the line as well. Joseph Lopez is going over the line at the same time. There's a lot of jumping about here, Jim. I think that's because they're parts of them are all in the same part of the racetrack at the same time.
Yeah, I tell you what, this is a huge field. You know, this is great. Like I said, I think both teams roughly brought 15 to 18 drivers a week are probably going to show up. That's fantastic, man. I mean, that's great turnout. I love the whole concept of this, and as you said earlier, I would love to see this go across different disciplines and see some other leagues do this. Yeah,
Rick Wishon is going fast at the moment. He's in 7th place, is Rick. He is into the Melbourne hairpin, as he's going to come round thereafter as well. So great job. We'll see what Rick can do and whether or not he's going to be able to get it over the line and take that 1st place. Let's have a look. He does. Is he going to improve? He does. Goes into second. Wow. Eldor Noe.
Yeah, close.
That's a name I've never heard before, coming in for OGRL.
Less than a 10th between 1st and 2nd there. That was, that was a good run.
Yeah, we've got OGRL 1st, 2nd, Tanso 3rd and 4th, OGRL 5th, 6th, and then Tanso 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. So we'll see how these guys can get on here. Ryan Merriam stopped out on track. Marion comes over the line. Simon McPhee is just about to come over the line as well. Jake DeGrand, Adolf Satiro also on their laps at the same time, all in their OGRL representative livery, of course. So you should be able to tell them apart here.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Clyde Cunningham. Cunfer. I believe he designed the OGRL liveries. I'm pretty sure about that, and I would guess that Terry Atkinson had a lot to do with the liveries for Tanso, since he does a lot of the liveries for the guys in the league over there.
Yeah, and there is Clyde out on the racetrack as well. He's on his way around McLean's right-hander.
That's a good-looking car right there.
Question, how does the point system work? Right, young man, here we go. Are you paying attention? So, they get 25 points for the winner, then 24, then all the way down 23, 22, 21, right the way down to 25th who gets 1. There will be team points, so every point their driver scores. So if Ryan Merriam gets 25 and Wishon gets 24, Ryan Merriam and Rick Wishon will give OGRL 49 points. Okay? So that's how the team situation will work. Everybody will score points right down to the 25th place, and then they will all be added up, given to the points tally. So effectively here, it's that they could end up with thousands of points by the end of the season. So there you go. I hope that's clear. Any complications, let me know.
And we have no bonus for fast lap, fast qualifier, none of that kind of stuff. Just straight finishing. Okay.
No, definitely not. I've not been told any different. So I'm going to rely on the fact that that is completely true. There is no other points. Coming to the end of qualifying, Dan Wareham is just finishing off as well. Dean Cummins looks like he's finished. And it's a good old simple at the end of the session. They will shut down. Oh, apparently Brad's doing some work on the baby's group. Right, let's bring you up the grid here this evening as well. Ryan Merriam, OGRL on pole. Rick Wishon, OGRL second. Then Dan Wareham, Peter Woodmore and Dan Foster from Tanso. Eldon Norrie in sixth with Cameron Fredericks seventh. Then Matt Benson, Dudley, Ryans, McPhee and McCain. Tanso dominating the top 12. This could be interesting. Then Stanley Jr., Rick Wishon, Adrian Hadfield, Atkins, Sean Atkinson, Declan Marsden, Marion Sebastian, Curtis Matthews, Michael Dolan, Dale Collins, Chris Slane, Bradley Tidwell, John Johnson towards the back end, Clyde Comfort, Preston Hathaway, Chris Wolford, Stuart Brearley, Jack DeGrand, Joseph Lopez, Terry Atkinson and Egolf Satiro rounding out the bottom end of the grid. Right, ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your hats. Let me know in YouTube chat who you think is going to win. Is it going to be Tanso? Is it going to be OGRL? We've got a lot of drivers lined up, 32 drivers, in fact, lined up, ready to go here. They're even going all the way around the corner. There's Terry Atkinson round Melbourne hairpin. He can't actually know when, he can't actually see the lights. He's just going to have to rely on when they come on his screen, which is handy here. So there we go. Ryan Merriam, Wishon, Wareham. I will bring up the first name initials because I know that Lynn's going to ask me anyway to separate the Atkinsons. So there you go, Lynn. I hope that helps.
Right.
She will, dude. She asked me last time.
I know.
So,
every week.
Every week. So there we go.
Yep.
Fill in and separating the Atkinsons just so she's aware. Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and people of all ages, it is time to go racing. There's a mover in the back. He's rolling down the hill. 5 lights, 5 lights. It's green, green, green. Heat 1 of this race. 20 minutes race is set up. There's somebody off the side of the circuit already here. Took off, yeah. I think that was Dan Wareham. Goes straight across the track, but it's Wisham and Ryan Merriam out in front. Merriam's running a little bit wide as well for the opening through Redgate. Down through Hollywood they go. Foster, the only representative for Tanso in the top 4. Woodmore is in behind at the same time. They're battling away. Jake DeGrand straight back into pit lane. Not quite sure what happened to Jake, but at the moment here, Jim, Ryan Merriam leads the way.
He does, and OGRL got a nice start there with Ryan and Rick. Foster slid in there at third, and you got a couple more guys back, Widmore and Dudley. Pretty balanced right now in the top 10.
Johnston and Comfort. Johnston and Comfort, they're getting a little bit of an argy-bargy, oogy-boogy, and now all of a sudden there's contact on the outside. There it is. Comfort goes round. Johnston's in the barrier. There's a lot more. Dan Wareham, Sean Atkinson's been off the side of the circuit. Wishon's been off as well. Lots of things happening early doors here. Atkinson and Wareham look like they went off together. Is this two Tansos taking each other for a bit of a booyah here, or is that no contact with an OGRL? And bigger contact there for an OGRL in behind that. Lots of argy-bargies happening here, Jim Early.
Yeah, I believe he actually spun back into one of his teammates, too.
Yep, he definitely did. That's Ryan Dudley, Dan Foster. They were running side by side. And in behind Ryan in that 20 machine, you got Dan Foster. It's at OGRL 1, 2, 3. Then Tanso 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then Cameron Fredericks of OGRL in behind. Is he going to be able to separate the Alan McCain, Peter Woodmore, Lee Ryland's situation in front of him? All 3 running liveries the same, which is great for them, but not for me. So there we go. Separating them is going to be an interesting one.
It is. That's going to probably be the hardest part of this whole series.
Yep. But yeah, great action so far as we're on lap 2 of this 20-minute race. Johnson is in pits, Wishon, Jack DeGrand and Clyde Kupfer. We've got 3 OGRLs, 1 Tanso in pit lane. Foster here has got Dudley pushing him in behind. How is this going to work for these though, Jim? What's going to happen? Are they going to release Dudley? Are they going to allow Foster to push on? What do we think the situation's going to be?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that they have a team strategy kind of worked out. I would love to have been privy to some of those conversations to kind of get an idea what their thought process was. I guess we'll just have to figure it out as we go along with them.
That's the thing. How are they going to work the team process of this? Now, this is going to be the big one. This is going to be who can do the best team strat that's going to happen. It's not something that we have often on any form of broadcast within JPB of battling. Matt Benson and Cameron Fredericks, they've just swapped places. Curtis Matthews looks like he's having a bit of a hoorah at the back of the grid there. He's just got down. Michael Dolan's facing the wrong way. Oh, crashed into yellow flags, gentlemen. Yellow flags means slow down. Doesn't mean I'm going to gain positions. There's Michael Dolan there. Is this all on his own? Oh, it looks like somebody's ran wide. It is. And then everybody else. Go round him. No. 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 Hold your brakes. There we go. As they continue to fight. Dan Foster's just gone round. Foster's on the grass. OGRL's front runner in behind Dudley. How did that happen for Dan Foster? Oh, he's going to run wide in turn number 1. He is, and then he's just going to go shoot across the track at a rapid rate of knots. Lopez has also crashed, I'm afraid. Man, this is flat manic.
It is. This is great.
For you, I think I need about 3 PCs to cover this.
I'm glad that you're calling the action because I sure couldn't tell one car from the other.
Oh, Jim.
That's your years of experience, man. I'm just here to assist, to embellish a little bit.
Okay.
We do have three OGRL guys out front though, 1, 2, and 3 right now. Although Eldor
I think it is.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with him. I have not seen him in any of the previous OGRL guys. Maybe he's a ringer they brought in. You never know.
Maybe we'll have to find out. But they've got 14 minutes of race number 1. Grid will be set by the finishing positions in race 1 for race 2. I've not been told of any reverse grid information, so hopefully that's not the case. Alan McCain is in. He's got Woodmore alongside. They have got a bit of a gap to Fredericks. It does look like Woodmore's letting McCain through. Is this going to be the first sign of team orders that we've seen here? They have gone through. Now it's down to Rylands and Dudley. Dudley's got to get over Eldor, and Eldor's got to hold back Dudley. His action further back. Satiro and Hathaway have just swapped places as well. So that's action. Then we've got this Benson Jr., McPhee, Fredericks, Woodmore fight that's taking place further down. Lots of stuff going on here, Jim. This is just going to be flat manic, I think, if we go for rounds like this.
Yeah, I have to say, one of the things that I'm glad that that all of the Tanso guys are not running the same livery, because if they were running the same one and there was just 2 liveries on the track, that would really be confusing.
Now that would, but it would also really demonstrate everybody in one team. I would love that. If they all had one livery, that would be fine. OGRL gets one livery, the American one, and Tanso can have, I don't know, another livery. See, that would be cool. See, that's a kind of a Tanso-esque livery there from Syntec. So I think if they all had that one, and then they all had the OGRL one, I'd be able to tell them apart purely because of the fact that their name comes up on the screen.
Well, that's true. So my question is everybody going to participate? Oh, that was close. Is everybody going to participate in this team thing? Or are you going to have guys out there that are really still kind of looking out for themselves in their own finishing spot, and maybe not necessarily cooperating in the team game as much? Well, the
main thing is that team championship, right?
I mean, yes.
At the end of the day, they've got to partake in it, because the main thing is the team championship. And if one of them's slower, then they're going to have to allow them through. It's like Wishart and Merriam. They've just swapped places. So Eldor's in there. I think, to be fair, I think Merriam might have got a slowdown there, because he's just
somebody just spun for OGRL too in the '89 car.
Tidwell, I think, may have had the bit of a moment.
Yeah, that was Tidwell.
Yeah, he's gone off as well. So I think that
Tidwell's fast. He's back far in the field now. He's fast.
I think they have to partake in it, because that's the idea of this league. That's the idea.
Yes.
Oh, as he goes around there. Yeah. That's the idea of this. The idea is to go and take the winning position for your team. And if they don't take the winning position for their team, then what's the point? You know what I mean? And I do wonder whether Ryan Merriam is kind of not purposely dropped, but I think he may have a slowdown here, because at the moment Dudley's just gone and cleared him as they're coming in. Now Dudley's making his way forward. Ryan Merriam's going to have to try and go after him again here, but I think Dudley may have had a slowdown. Eldor's now up front. Wisham's there. Dudley's third. Then Merriam. Then Rylands is all in there. Benson is having a nice little ding-dong with McPhee. I'll be interested to see how this one pans out. Further down, Sebastian and Foster with Matthews and Junior. They're having their own little scrap as well. Eventful race already. I agree, Lynn. I absolutely agree with you.
Well, I think the format and the cars really lend itself to this kind of, just action everywhere kind of thing,
Chaos.
Yeah, chaos. That's another word for it, sure.
Chaos, that's what I say. Eldor's leading, Wisham second, Dudley's third, Merriam in fourth there. We'll find out what happens here with Ryan Merriam. Is he going to be able to defend? What's the situation going to be? How is he going to work this now? Is he going to put Dudley under pressure and make Dudley work? Because that's what he needs at the moment from Ryan Merriam, sorry. He needs to put Dudley under pressure to stop him going forward here.
It's so funny to see Merriam not in that Audi, that he runs. He's like was the only guy that used to run that Audi in the GT3 race. It's just so funny to see him in another car because I'm so used to only seeing him in that one.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I think. It's kind of strange that it's almost like he's got a little damage or something. It looked like a slowdown at first, but he's just not quite up to the pace he was a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I do wonder. He's taking a lot of the chicane. He's taking so much of that chicane, and I think that could be what's causing him problems, because every time he's got to go through the chicane is every time he's got to go and do a slowdown. Declan Marsden has done something all on his own here for, obviously, OGRL. Oh, dude, you're already in hot. Round you go for Declan there.
Well, but he saved it.
Yeah, he did. He's now alongside Dean Cummins, and they're fighting out at the same time here, these guys. Declan Marsden, that's actually, Dean Cummins down side by side, going into turn number one. Is he going to be able to make this through? Is there going to be contact? Nope. They did make it. Jim, settle down. Don't give yourself a heart attack, sir. They made it through. Through Redgate they go, dropping down the hill, in through Hollywood. Now through the left-hander. This is where the bravery's got to come from. Into the old hairpin they go. There's an OGRL. Foster, he's gone and cleared Sebastian, Dean Cummins, sorry. And now Foster's setting after Marsden. What's Marsden going to be able to do here against Foster? Halfway, looks like he's just had a crash. Rick Wishon is still in second place, but he does look like he may have caused himself a little bit of dramas, but he's still carrying on here. And this is great action so far. And we've only got 8 minutes remaining from race number one.
It looks like Foster here, he picked up the pace significantly. He's flying right now.
Yep. After his earlier incident, Foster is flying. And we'll see how far he can get up into the grid. Can he break that top 10? Well, at the moment, he's got to clear Declan Marsden first. Marsden coming into the Melbourne hairpin hard on the brakes. There's a big old movement in the back for Marion Sebastian. Stanley Jr. keeping him company. And then we go back to Terry Atkinson and Curtis Matthews with Eldorf Satiro in behind that. Battles taking place at the front as well. Eldor Nohi and Rick Wishon. They've got Dudley right up behind him. Teamwork side by side, just drive each side of the track. There's nothing Dudley's going to be able to do here. Is he going to go and send one of them wide at the old hairpin? He's trying. Wishon's hard on the brakes. Dudley's trying to go around the outside. Is he going to take the bit of the grass? He is. Wishon gave him no quarter. No Pirates of the Caribbean. No parlay going on this time as Dudley makes his way up through this now into the right-hander of McLean's. Ryan Dudley, the Tanso representative, breaking up the OGRL front three. They thought they had it all to themselves, Jim, but here comes Dudley.
Ooh, Dudley is on the move for sure. He has picked up several spots here at the front of the field.
Yeah, jumping on board now into the left-hander. They're going to go with the Fogarty S's. You've got to try and take a little bit. Oh, them barriers that are there, they are drivable. Drive through overable. I don't really know how to say that, but you won't get, if you drive over them, you ain't going to get stopped. Let's just put it that way.
Dudley just had a little moment there.
Yeah, that's going to put Wish on one side. Is it going to put Merriam the other? Is Wishon going to go and send it out the inside? He gives it a go. He's later on the brakes. Dudley in that Simtech 20 machine. Behind that is Wishon, Ryan Merriam in 74. Merriam in the 13. You see the Tanso boys of Woodhouse and Rylands in the background with Alan McCain there. Cam Fredericks just settled in behind McCain. The fights are still taking shape. The fights are still going on. And at the moment, it's Noe out in front for OGRL. Man, this is getting spicy.
Oh, somebody up there's blinking. Is that
Eldor?
That's Eldor. That's not good. Especially not with the new flag, although I haven't seen the new flag pop up and ground anybody yet.
No, I saw it once. I've seen it once. Somebody got bounced back into pit lane.
I mean, that's saying something considering as many races as you look at a week. So it's apparently not, real aggressive or anything.
No, it's not. But it's aggressive enough where it makes a difference if you get stuck. Do you know what I mean? Let's be real about it.
Right.
But
right.
We'll see what happens here. Fredericks has been overtaken by Benson. In fact, they're running side by side. 2 seconds on that one. Down the Starkey straight they go. And Matt Benson on the right. Fredericks on the right as you're looking at the screen. He's going to try and go too wide through the Fogarty S's. Please don't. And there you go through the driver ball. Yeah, I don't know.
Drivables. Yeah,
I don't know
those are drivables.
I couldn't figure the name of it. There's got to be another more name that's a little bit English. That sounds like I know what I'm talking about, Jim, rather than drivable barriers. If somebody wants to give me a name in YouTube chat, please let me know, because I really cannot work out what it would be. Chris Wolford from OGRL, I believe, is just about to be lapped here from Eldor. Eldor's tucked in right behind him. There he is there. And at the moment, he's out in front. Dudley in second place. Then Ryan Merriam, Rick Wisham, Peter Woodmore, Rylands, McCain, Benson, Fredericks, Hadfield and Foster have just changed over. The latter, by the looks of it, has just done that on purpose because McPhee's on his way through. Marsden trying to separate them. I will say now it's 2, 4, 6 drivers to Tanso's from Tanso. OGRL's 4 in the top 10 at the moment, Jim. So it is looking like Tanso might have the stronger top half of the field.
Certainly in this race, yes. They definitely are kind of controlling the top 10 right now. One thing I was thinking about is I was looking down towards the bottom of the field. Since points only go to 25 places, right? It was 25, yeah. 25 places. So you got, that's also a little battle down there for those last few points, who's in, who's out. Because every single little point can make a difference in the end, and so that's something else to look at as well, just how the bottom of the field is playing out also. Well,
I can tell you now, Tanso have got 15 in the 25, and OGRL have got 10. So there you go. There is a wicked battle.
That's pretty strong. Look at this right here.
Marsden in that, Junior's in that. Whoa,
are they going to go forward?
No.
Oh, you dead.
He got that wrong. I think that was Stanley Jr. just absolutely torpedoed.
The thing was, he torpedoed 2 of his own teammates.
He come in so hot.
Yeah, what was he? I don't know.
Oh,
but,
ouch!
I guess it's nice to have a teammate to use as your braking assistant. I don't know there.
Bro, that was literally, look at the state of that car for Stanley Jr. there. You better get the old apologies out, mate. because you are not making a Christmas card list of one of the Tanso guys. That was Adrian Hadfield, who took a whack straight in that midsection. And now we've got Atkinson, he's got Matthews in front of him. And then we get the back is Declan Marsden trying to catch back up after all of these guys caused their own downfall going into the hairpin. But Ryan Merriam needs a push from Wick Wisham. Dudley at the moment still sitting in second. Noe out in front and is still leading. Wisham and Merriam running side by side. Merriam's got to be a little bit careful. He's taken a lot of that chicane. But there's action. Ooh, whoa!
Oh! Did he just do that on his own?
I don't even know who that is. I think it's Michael Dolan. Oh, did they do this together? Up through the old hairpin. Goes off the track. He just full throttles it. Comes back onto the track again. That wasn't that wasn't the only thing. I think there was something else that went on down there. It's Adrian Hadfield in the mix. Is he going to get... Oh, he got sent round by one of his teammates. The number 5 and the number 3 of Marion Sebastian just sent his teammate round.
The 3 is the one that caused the incident, it looks like, and he's also the one that got the worst part of it at the end.
Yep, I agree. Now they're running side by side. Terry Atkinson, Curtis Matthews going into turn 1. Mahoney, let's go Tenzel, he says. Matthews can't get turned there. And now Cummins is coming up his inside. Matthews is going to go and try and squeeze it. He's got his elbows out for Curtis. But at the moment, he's just got done by both of the Tanso boys. Coming into the old hairpin, the right-hander. He's sneaking up the inside. Matthews, you're going to run wide. You're going to run wide. You did open a door up. Now it's Terry Atkinson on the right-hand side there. Curtis Matthews coming up now through the left-hander of Schwantz curve into McLean's. Matthews takes the position away and holds on there. Final lap of the race. Eldor Noe coming into the Melbourne hairpin here, doing a great job. And is going to look like he might wrap up this one here for race number 1. So it was Noe from Tanso taking from OGRL taking the win, and then Dudley in from Tanso there as well. So great racing from all of them, with Ryan Merriam finishing in 3rd place. Great action there from these guys. Curtis Matthews, Terry Atkinson still fighting away. Coming into the Melbourne hairpin. Oh,
yeah, we might mention
he's got five, he's got too far.
Oh, nice move right through the middle. And he's got somebody coming with him. I think that's Marsden.
Yeah. Declan Marsden makes it through. Atkinson goes round, does a pirouette right at the line. Oh, Cummins there as well.
Some points lost.
Yep. So
it's completely different when you think about it as points lost like that. A couple spots, a couple of points, you know. And this one here struggling to get across. He's losing points.
Yeah, Dean Cummins there does manage to come over the line. Sebastian and Hatfield. So it's 15 in the 25 for Tanso, 10 for OG. So we'll be able to bring you up the results very, very shortly. We're just waiting for a couple of other drivers to come over the line. Jake de Grand and Preston Hathaway just finishing off here. But that was absolutely manic for race number 1. I think Jack had to jump into pit lane after he was the one looking like he rolled at the start. And it looks like he got a jump start there as well. So Jake, unfortunately, got a bit of a jump start.
That livery on that car, I'm not even going to comment on that.
Well, only hands. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny. Right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the results from race number 1. Eldon Noe from OGRL takes the victory. Ryan Dudley Tanso and OGRL in 3rd with Ryan Merriam. Rick Wisham in 4th. Then Peter Woodmore, Alan McCain, Lee Ryan's in there as well. Cam Frederick, Matt Benson and Dean Foster. Dan Foster rounds out the top 10. So what's that? 2, 4, 6... Tanso for OGRL. Simon McPhee, Dan Wareham. Then we've got Curtis Matthews, Declan Marsden, Chris Lane, Egov Satiro, Terry Atkinson and Bradley Tidwell rounding out the top 18. Then behind that, Dean Cummins, Rick Wishon, Joseph Lopez, Mike Doolon, Sean Atkinson, Marion Sebastian, Preston Havway, Adrian Hadfield, Jack DeGrand and John Johnson in 28th. Chris Wolford, Stuart Brearley, Clyde Comfort and Stanley Jr., who's 3 laps down. He was the culprit of that absolute torpedo of what was going on. We got a brief 5-minute warm up, guys. We're going to grab 2 minutes to get a drink. We'll be back shortly. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for race number 2. 25 minutes this time of action. Let us know in YouTube chat who you're cheering for. And we'll see what goes on. But there was a lot going on in that one. I can tell you that much.
Indeed. It seems like YouTube is partial to Tanso, which I guess would make sense since we're broadcasting through Tanso's channel. So I guess that would make a little sense. But OGRL is going to have to get the support out.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I'll be interested to see what goes on for race number 2.
So will that still be on Tanso's channel, or will that one be on OGRL's?
All the races will be broadcasted from Discord for Tanso. All the races will be broadcasted on JPB. So, yeah, nothing's going to change. I think we're here for the season, to be honest with you. But, yeah, I'll be interested to see where they're all going to talk here. I wonder if they're going to talk one end and maybe not the other. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work. But we'll see what goes on. But I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it was 15 drivers for Tanso who scored points and 10 for OGRL. So that coming up, we will be going into race number 2 very, very shortly. And who and what is going to happen here, Jim?
After what just happened there, I would say there's no way to know. What surprised me, there was several fast guys that were back in the field a little bit. You know, I don't know if it's just the nature of these cars or what, but it was surprising to me. There's some really fast guys that were back in the field.
Yeah, well, here's the grid for race number 2. Aldo Noe on pole with Ryan Dudley second, Ryan Merriam and Rick Wisham, Peter Woodmore, Alan McCain, Lee Rylands, Cam Fredericks, then Matt Benson, Dan Foster, Simon McPhee and Dan Wareham rounding out the top 12. Then it's the OGRL rush of Curtis Matthews, Declan Marsden, Chris Slane, Elgolf Satiro, then Terry Atkinson, Bradley Tidwell, Dean Cummins, Rick Wisham, then Joseph Lopez with Mike Doolon, Sean Atkinson and Marion Sebastian further down. Then Preston Hathaway, Adrian Hadfield, Jack DeGrand, John Johnson, Wolford, Brearley, Comfer and Stanley Jr. bringing up the rear after his torpedo in race number 1. Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, hold on to your hats once more, as these guys are going to go into battle. Who's going to be able to get this car off the line? Who's going to be able to take it down into turn 1? The cars are lining up round the corner. You can see that on the track map. The green lights are going to be coming on very, very shortly. 1 to 5. 5 is gone. We are green. And Norrie gets the car off the line. Dudley alongside gets a little bit of a better second stage, though. Is he going to be able to get it on the outside? Norrie's got to shut the door down. Otherwise, Dudley's going to get this. He's elbowing him out.
Norrie's drifting over on him.
Yeah, he's got to open it up now. Close the door right off on Dudley. Don't allow him to go through. Dudley can't get through, but he will wrangle up Norrie as much as possible. We will ride him right the way through the old hairpin, because at the moment, everybody's made it through cleanly. No real dramas. No, he holds on to it through the hairpin for the first time here, Jim. And at the moment, Aldo Norrie doing it out in front for OGRL.
He really is. He's really dominating the day right now for OGRL. If he was a late addition, he was a good one.
Yep. Do it rather well, I must say.
Side-by-side action back there in the background.
Yeah, there's some couple of people blinking around as well. That is Wareham in there. Foster's on the outside, I believe. Both very quick drivers. I'll be interested to know how they're going to work this one out, because they're both very fast. Then McPhee is looking at trying to go up the inside. I would have settled in a lot earlier there, as these guys going through the fog of the S's for the first time. OGRL in behind that now. We've got top 25 still, 15 of Tanso. And we've still got 10 of OGRL. Preston Hathaway will just about break in. I think that was Michael Dolan who's had a problem. Curtis Matthews.
Oh, right.
Who was that? That was not Rick.
They're going everywhere.
Wishon on the inside. Everybody else is braking.
All three.
He's not braking.
Oh.
I think he forgets to brake. Not quite sure what happened to Rick Wishon there. But whatever it was, it did not look good. Top still good 10 OGRL, 15 Tanso, Norrie pulling a little bit of gap over Dudley, Merriam sitting in 3rd. Then you got Wishon in 4th, then McCain tucked up right behind Wishon at the moment. They're just about going side by side. Down the hill they go, coming into the old hairpin through the right hand, and now Wishon manages to get the car in front. But I can tell you one thing, Alan McCain's not going to allow him to do that one. Lynn's already in the YouTube chat. Sorry, Lynn. There you go, darling. I forgot to put the initials up for you. I feel somewhat bullied by Lynn in YouTube chat already. So, don't worry, Lynn. You can have my lunch money. It's fine. Right. Okay. He's bullying Wishon at the moment.
My shoes are over the power line.
Yeah, you can have them. I promise. I'll give you it tomorrow as well. You can take my PB&J sandwiches. So there we go. Anyway, now we've just figured out that Lynn just bullied me and stole everything off me. Alan McCain is trying to bully Rick Wishon at the moment as they're going down into the Melbourne hairpin here. All still fighting out. There's more Dan Wareham movements there. It does make it through. Oh, Alan McCain. Yep. Oh, dude, that's even going to be severely on the gas. Yeah, it was. Oh, there's something gone on after that with McCain as well. We might just have to stay on board here. He goes round.
He did that on his own.
Yeah. Hold on 2 seconds. Was there any more movements? Because I've got another couple of times where he's had a little bit of a tat-tat-tat here just after this for Alan McCain. Did he go round again? There's an OGRL coming in like an absolute rapid rate of knots here. He does make it through, so that's fine. So whatever he gets up to after, it does call him a bit of a problem. Eldor out in front. Dudley there as well. PB&J you can keep. Oh, Lynn. What is it? Ham and cheese and mayonnaise, Lynn, with a little bit of salad. There we go. You can see the left-hand side top 15's filled with red at the moment. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 drivers in red inside the top 15, which means 6 are OGRLs in the purple. So OGRL is going to have to get a little bit of an act together. They have sneaked another one inside the top 25, so they're 11 and 14 at the moment.
They've got way too many guys down from 20 on back.
Oh, no. Oh, dude, you got bullied. Dudley scared you into that one. There's Merriam. I think both of them may have got a slowdown there because Ryan Merriam is coming through. Norrie's got in deep. He's going to hold the outside. He's made Dudley go on. Look at the inside line of Wishart and Merriam. They've just snuck past it. Snuck past it. Oh, man. They blocked Dudley off. No, he sent him high and handsome on the outside. Now he's running side by side with Wishart as well. Climb, Lopez, climb. I believe in you, says Sean Mahoney in YouTube chat. I don't know if he can hear you, Sean. I don't know if you're making a blind bit of difference, mate. But nice to see that you're showing support there for Lopez. Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, they bumped.
Yeah. Oh, Dudley's not happy.
Flashing his lights.
Yeah, I mean, Dudley's got a little bit of a bit between his teeth because Rylands is in now as well. Merriam, Nahi, Wishart, OGRL 1, 2, 3. Fredericks is up there, just in behind, sitting in 7th place. Then Wareham, Benson, McPhee again. Top 25 situation is Tanso got 14. Last one with John Johnson. Jack DeGrand is 11 with OGRL. Johnson, however, has got Comfort and Wolford coming at him here. And Joseph Lopez is all the way down here. He's down 7 places. He looks like his car is somewhat damaged. I have to be honest, Sean. It's either that or he's just not quite loving this circuit. Oh, steady, steady, steady. Nope. Not quite loving the circuit, I would say, for Lopez there. Looks like there's been a little bit of a ta-ta-ta in the back. Benson's off the track. Not quite sure why or how Benson got there, but it does look like he may have done it all on his own. Oh, he did. He bounced the curb. That's going to unsettle the car. And unfortunately for him, around he goes. So, yeah, for Benson, not good. But these top 5, Rylands now on this one. And these OGRL boys covering off both sides of the circuit with Wishart, who's just slotted right in behind Norrie there.
Yeah, they're lined up there. That was a whole interesting lap or so there, the way that went down. But, you know, you got 3 and 3 here. I'm waiting to see somebody break in and split these little packs up.
Yeah, Fredericks is closing in. All the while, these guys are fighting. Oh, Lynn. Lynn. Was this all on his own for Mr. Atkinson?
Oh, maybe not.
Maybe not. We'll have a look for the JPB chopper flying around at Donington.
Who is that behind him? That's.
Oh, bro.
Oh,
dude.
He avoided him on the initial charge, but then he got him on the second one.
Yeah, I wonder if that was Chris Slane may have just slaned Sean Atkinson.
He may have slaned him.
I think it was Slane as well. Oh, that might have been why first, though, initially. There was contact at the old hairpin.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe this might have been a little bit of a receipt coming.
I think it was. He tried to sling it in there exactly like Atkinson did to him, but he couldn't get to him. But he finally got him there. Yeah, I think that was a little payback right there.
Yeah.
Oh, going three wide into the turn here.
3 wide through the hairpin. Ryland's just
to pull that off.
Yeah, Wishon's in the middle. Dudley's on the right.
Not where you want to be.
No, you definitely don't. I'd follow his teammate through. I'd make the most of Dudley if I was them. Ryland's there as well. There you go, Rick. Follow him through. That's what I would have done. So we got Merriam, Norhe, Dudley, Wishon, Rylands, Woodmore, and then Fredericks trying to get onto the back end. No, says Lynn at the top part of her voice, screaming the house down while she's got EastEnders on the TV. I don't know if that's true, Lynn. You're going to have to tell me whether or not you watch it. I just, you know, having fun while I'm doing this great job that I get to go and do every single day.
Isn't it wonderful?
Yes.
Living the dream, for real.
I talk about virtual race cars on virtual racetracks driven by virtual people sat in their houses. You know what I mean?
No, the people are real. They're not virtual.
Oh, well, all right, real people sat in their houses. God, you know, you're just being pedantic. So there we go. Fredericks goes to the end here.
That's the American in me. I can't help myself.
Dolan's also in a mixture of a battle. He's got Marion Sebastian behind, Stanley Jr. and Egot Satiro. Then Adrian Hadfield, Preston Hathaway, Curtis Matthews is holding back John Johnson at the moment. It's a 12-13 split in the top 25 in favour of Tanso. So we'll have to see how this one goes. But Marion Sebastian is putting his own teammate under pressure here. And that's going to bring in Stanley Jr. Jr. is going to bring it in 3 wide. Are we going to see a 4? Are we going to see a 4? No, we're going to see an OGRL split them up like a sandwich. It's the ham of OGRL. There's a big old send. Check.
He cut that corner hard. There's got to be a slowdown for that cut.
Hathaway sneaks through the middle. He goes and sends it 3 wide. Oh my God, Slane, Satiro Jr. all on Sebastian. Oh, this cuts up with OGRL. Satiro and Junior, you've killed yourselves, you donuts.
Right. What was that?
Satiro slides.
No,
he slides into Junior.
He took out his own teammate. Yeah, he took his own teammate
brother. Don't stop. You got to keep going, son. It's where are we at? It's 12-13 now. In the top 25. It's still not the recovery of round number 1 for the guys in OGRL, but they've got to get the bit between his teeth. Matthews is fighting out. He's holding on to Hatfield. Hathaway's off the side of the circuit in front of them. Fredericks is on the back now of Lee Rylands. How did Lee Rylands just lose a bunch of places there?
Did he? Oh, he did.
Let's go and have a look and find that one.
Real quick, while you're looking for that, I was going to mention we were just looking at Curtis Matthews. He's one of the league sponsors for this race too. I just wanted to point that out with his Blue Angel Kennels.
This is how this was lost. For Rylands, he's on that outside. Didn't we see this? But it does look like he's lost a few more after that. But Rylands has now just lost another one to Peter Woodmore. It's a 3-3 split with Fredericks coming up behind her. He's having a nice little battle with Wareham, but no, he and Merriam in behind that. Whoa, please don't do that. Thank you very much. Absolutely not. No EastEnders on my TV. All right, Lynn, is it Neighbours? Home and Away? A little bit of Friends, maybe, on that one. So there we go. I do recommend 1883 on Netflix. If anybody hasn't seen it, you should watch it. It's absolutely amazing.
Man. Good stuff, right?
Yep. I'm now on the next one, a 1923, Jim. So there we go. Yep. Moving up through before I get to Yellowstone.
I'm all caught up on that one, too.
Oh, shush. Tell me. Well, there we go. Right, down the left-hander they go. Now as well, coming into the old hairpin. Norhe, Merriam, Wisham, 12 minutes to go. Still battling away here. There's fights all the way through. I can give you the lead drivers of each class at the moment. You can see Norhe, Merriam, Wisham for OGRL, Dudley, Woodmore, Rylands for Tanso, then Wareham, Foster, McCain, Fredericks, Marsden, 4th and 5th, Slane, Matthews, That's how they look at the moment in their naturally representative teams. But this is the one we care about. The overalls on the left-hand side. 3 and 3 at the moment. Dudley's putting Wishon under pressure. Wareham's having a go at Fredericks. Matthews is having a go at Dolan. Hadfield's having a go at all of them. And now we're going to be going 3 wide again, nearly up coming into McLean's a right-hander. Oh, Hadfield's on the grass. Oh, bro, you're going to lose a bunch of places. Now a 12-13 split in the top.
How did Eldor know he get back to 13th?
Oh, brother. What has he done?
That's bad, whatever it is. Oh, he's still dropping.
He's disconnected.
Oh, no.
He flagged, brother. We said about it.
Wow. Yeah, he was blinking.
He's gone. Gone. He didn't even go back to pit lane. He's gone. For Eldor there. So that's going to open up the front two.
Well, that changes the whole complexion of this race.
Yep. It's a 14-11 split in the 25 now. And now he is out. Unfortunately for him, disconnected. He was blinking like a trooper. And unfortunately, he's now out. 10 minutes to go. Merriam out in front. Wishon, Dudley, Woodmore. That's the battle. In the middle battle is Benson. He has got in Chris Slane in behind that, who's got Terry Atkinson for company. These guys are running side by side through the old hairpin, down through Craner. I would not recommend this. Nope, they don't. They managed to settle back, and Slane stays in front of Mr. T. Atkinson here at the moment.
Yeah, that's a huge loss for OGRL, man. That 25 points the guy scored in the first race, and he was, it looked like he was going to lead this one from wire to wire as well.
Yeah, but he was blinking continuously. I would not have been surprised. Cam Fredericks under pressure from Wareham. Merriam under pressure from Wishon and Dudley. Wishon's trying to stay supportive in the background. He's trying to be the wingman. He's trying to be Merriam's Iceman, Maverick, Goose, whatever you want to call him. One of them was Tom Cruise's wingman at one point, as Wishon is trying to do that here for the OGRL, because behind it is all Tanso, Dudley, Woodmore, Rylands. The only one other than that is Fredericks, and then it's Wareham, Foster, McPhee, McCain, and Benson, all from Tanso. So it's it's bad situation.
It's bad.
7 to 3 in the top 10. This is massive gains from Tanso after round number 1.
Massive, yes.
But this just goes to show how quick. Yeah, I think that's the thing. It could just show how quickly it can change, though.
Yeah, it's like as soon as Eldor blinked out, and disconnected, it's like it just kind of changed the whole complexion of the front part of this race.
Yeah, it definitely has here.
OGRL is going to have to drag up some of their other guys like Lovings and wow, I can't remember his name now. David Van Roy and some of those guys.
They're going to have to pluck them out of the woodwork.
Well, you wonder if they'll get all fired up by the team not doing well, and maybe some of those guys join up.
Well, we're going to find out as this goes on here. Rick Wisham, Ryan Dudley still carrying on. Peter Woodmore there. And hopefully we'll see what goes on with these guys.
Just under 8 minutes to go here. And Tanso doing a fantastic job here in the top 10 or 11 spots.
Yeah,
they
are doing an amazing job here at the moment. We're going to find out what's going to happen as we go into the last 7.5 minutes. Who's going to come out on top, Jim? It's looking like a Tanso round 1 victory.
Yeah, I think it at this point, barring something crazy happening, I think that when it's all shakes out, I think Tanso is going to come out of here with a pretty decent lead.
I do agree. 13-12 to Tanso in the top 25 at the moment. But Rick Wishon managing to hold on there. He's sitting in third at the moment. So we'll find out what happens here. Clyde Comfort's in there. He's behind Dolan and Jack DeGran halfway. Matthew Slane all closing in on poor old Terry Atkinson. He's going to get absolutely swamped in a minute from OGRL. There's a lot of people.
He is in a sea of purple right now for sure.
Yeah, he definitely is, but I'm sure he's going to hold his nerve. 6.5 minutes to go through the left-hander of Schwantz, through the right-hander of McLean's. So we'll keep an eye out and see what happens to Terry here and whether Slane's going to make it through. Alan McCain, Dan Foster, both Tanso looking to go forward. Woodmore, Rick Wisham, Lee Rylands in behind this pack. They're all still fighting it out as well. And some great action from these guys. 6 minutes to go, Jim. This has been exciting.
Yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun. I think it's going to be this way every week too. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah,
this is fun. This is good stuff though. Good fun racing right here.
Yeah, great little battle in here, side by side. I think with these guys. So
I'm trying to see. Yeah, I mean, Cameron Frederick is hanging on to 8th place there. Other than that, it's just a wash of red right there.
Yeah, definitely is.
All the way from Woodmore down. If it wasn't for Frederick sitting in there, you'd have what, 6, 7 spots in a row in red. Important spots too, high point scoring spots.
That's the thing. It is high point scoring spots.
Yeah. OGRL's got that from 14 down to 21, but those score a lot less points.
Yeah. Definitely. No, their accumulation I don't think is going to work. I'll be interested to see how the points come out after this.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty lopsided if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I agree.
And the thing is, with these massive point totals that we're going to see because of the high point values and everything, it's going to really seem lopsided, although because you can make up a lot of points obviously in 1 week, but it's going to be hundreds of points difference here, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I do agree with you. I think it's going to be a considerably lopsided, but then I suppose going into next week, that's the thing. It can all change, can't it?
Sure. And we're going to be on an American circuit, American chosen circuit. I don't know that makes a huge difference. But I guess maybe, British tend to race more British circuits. Americans tend to race more American circuits. So maybe there'll be a bigger familiarity with I know that in a race that we called not long ago that was done at VIR at that same exact track that they're going to be running in race 6, you had some English people in there that were not familiar with that track at all, had never run that layout because it's not popular in in your typical officials. So there was a lot of people that had never seen that layout before. So
yeah, absolutely. Well,
and the Brits picked some very, more like Oulton Park. I mean, everybody in sim racing knows Oulton Park.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but yeah, it's definitely looking a bit lopsided. Even though it would appear that that OGRL is going to win both of these events, I think that's a bit misleading.
Yeah, I do agree with you. Well, we'll see how it goes here. But at the moment, 2 minutes 24 on the clock. Ryan Merriam is coming over the line. However, closely followed by Ryan Dudley going into the final 2 minutes. It's going to be a double lap, 2 more. Yeah, they've nearly changed position.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. They did change position. Wow, good job by Ryan Dudley there.
Yep. Moves ahead of Ryan Merriam at the moment.
Oh, he's hanging it off track.
Still a 13-12 split in the 25. OGRL is going to need some more spaces there. They could do the 25 there. So, yeah. Could be a Tanso round 1 win, I think, here, Jim, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, no, I don't see anything at this point that's going to change that. They've got too many positions here in the top 10, 15, you know. And they had a lot of the upper positions in the last one, even though they didn't win it, but they were. And Ryan Dudley did a great job there, and he seems to be kind of pulling away from Merriam a little bit.
Yeah.
And then Merriam is, Wisham is back there in third, and he's got Peter Woodmore all over him.
No, I do agree. Yeah, it's at the moment. Is Wisham going to be able to hold on as they're going on to the final lap? Ryan Dudley's going to take the final lap of the race here. Barney is a waving 36-35. It's the final lap. Dudley is taking the final lap. Is it going to be the win for Tanso? Is it going to be the win for OGRL? It's one apiece on the wins if it will be Dudley.
Oh,
but I think it's Tanso. Yeah, I think it's Tanso for the race win. I think that's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, OGRL needs to make every single point they can. You know, I mean, they're in a tight spot right now. It's going to be looking tough once these points get added up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I tell you what, there's some Woodmore and Wareham back there. It's almost like they're practically driving side by side from the looks of the scoring.
Yeah, they are. Woodmore, Wareham. They are side by side. You are right. Coming into the final time, into McLean's.
Don't do anything stupid and wreck each other now.
Well, that's going to be the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what you got to avoid in these. You can't afford to take out a teammate in one of these things. That's you got to be somewhat cautious.
Yep.
Ryan Dudley's looking pretty solid though.
Only just, mind you. Dan Wareham, Rick Wishon, they nearly sent it on each other going into the final lap, into the final corner here. And it looks like Dudley's going to take the victory for Tanso in race number 1.
Man, Wareham back there is not playing. I mean, Wareham.
It is Ryan Dudley. He's going to come over the line. He takes the victory. Merriam alongside. You can see in the back, Benson there. He's coming over the line. He's got Declan Marsden behind him for OGRL. Terry Atkinson in the mix. And Alan McCain is having a right little ding-dong with Preston Hathaway here.
Yes. He got him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got him. You got Curtis Matthews right in there behind them. Which, if you look, that's Curtis Matthews' logo in the top right corner there. That's his. Oh, wait, what did he do?
McCain there, you can see in the background what is going on. There's like a strewn there. Matthews goes into pit lane.
Yeah, why would he go into pit lane there?
I can't answer the question, unfortunately, Jim.
It looks like he's disconnected or something.
Yeah, not sure what's gone on. But Wolford Satiro is going to be coming over the line. Tidwell, ooh, not a good one from Tidwell.
No.
And he's normally fast as well. I'm quite surprised that he hasn't. Stewie Pirelli comes over the line as well, finishing off the race here. Right, ladies and gentlemen, the feature race point system. Let's have a look at the final finishing positions. Ryan Dudley is in first with Ryan Merriam second, then Rick Wishon in third, then Peter Woodmore, Lee Rylands, Dan Foster, Cam Fredericks finishing in 7th. Then Simon McPhee, Matt Benson, Declan Marsden there. You can see the 6-4 split on the top 10. Terry Atkinson, Alan McCain, Preston Hathaway, Jake DeGran, Michael Dolan, Rick Wisham, Clyde Comfort, and Adrian Hadfield in the top 18. Moving on from that is Stanley Jr., Dan Wareham, John Johnston, Joseph Lopez, Egov Satiro, then Chris Wolford, Chris Lane, Bradley Tidwell, and Curtis Matthews rounding out the bottom, and Stuart Briley in 28th. Then you got Marion Sebastian, Eldon Nohe, who disconnected, Sean Atkinson, and Dean Cummins is the final positions here as well. So
what Curtis Matthews dipping into the pits like that? He dropped down and fell out of a points-paying position. I wonder what caused that or why. I don't know. It's very strange.
Does seem a little bit weird, but I think the thing is, I don't really know why or how or whatever. We're going to have a message, drop him a message, but let's have a chat with Ryan Merriam here as well. He got 2 podiums on the night, a 3rd and a 2nd. Ryan, welcome in, bud.
Hey, JP, how's it going, man?
Man, I'm good. How are you? Mate, I got to be honest, that looked quite manic out there.
Yeah, it was something. Not one of my favorite tracks. It's off-track city for me out there, but it was fun. Good fun.
Slowdown Central for the final chicane?
Oh, you know it, man. I got one in the sprint that killed me, and I got one in the final race that you saw really killed me there. I tried to bleed it off, but I gave him the run on that last front stretch there, and I just, that's all she wrote. Finished the race on 16 out of 17X, so I couldn't really take many chances. But he was quick. He was quicker than me anyway, so he probably deserved the win.
Yeah, Ryan Dudley is a little speedy bullet in the GR86 there, mate. I've got to be honest. Listen, is there a team game? Have you talked about the team game?
Oh, absolutely. We had 3 of us up there in the start, and we were trying our best to give each other a draft. I was really wanting our fast guy, Yashar, there or Nui, I guess his last name is. I don't know what his. He disconnected by the looks, but
yeah.
There was a point where he was behind me, and he's lightning quick. So, but he was in our Discord call, so I wanted him to go by, and I think I slowed him up on a chicane once or twice. But yeah, we were trying to give each other drafts and defend safely and all that. But we were outnumbered up there, I think, overall.
Yeah, it wasn't a good night for some of the guys in OGRL, and I think it was a 13-12 split in the top 25 for race 2. I think it was like a 15-10 for race number 1. So only 10 of you scored points in race number 1. So
yeah, that's about what we thought.
Yeah, you're going to have to get get these guys sorted out. Ryan, is there anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Yeah. I mean, all the team members, man, helping us out here. This car is, I'm still learning it. It still gives me some problems, and the guys are helping me out with it. Yashar, he's given us some real good track guides and some really good pre-race material to go off here before we go into the weekend. So that's really helpful. And of course, you guys, it's good to be back here talking to you guys, and shout out Mom as well.
Oh, man. Well, I haven't seen Mum in YouTube chat tonight. I have to ask her where she is.
Yeah, she was actually visiting me for the weekend. She's on the way home now, so didn't get to see it.
All right, man. Well, listen, dude, take care. Have a good one, and I'll catch up with you soon.
Awesome. Take it easy, JP. Thanks.
And you, man. All right, now we're going to have a chat with the winner of race number 2. Another man that got 2 podiums here as well. A 2nd and a 1st. Mr. Lightning Ryan Dudley himself. Ryan, welcome in.
Good evening, sir.
How are you, sir?
Not bad, thank you. Yourself?
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. How was it out there, dude? He looked a little bit manic.
Yeah, it was nice to be back, to be honest. I haven't raced for a while, so yeah, it was... I got my sweat on, that's for sure.
Team orders, is that something you guys have discussed within Tanso?
Well, I mean, it's just, help work together as a team, I mean, if someone's faster than someone else, let them by, help them out as much as you can, really,
So preferably don't take out your teammate.
Oh, of course. I'm not sure what happened behind, but I'll watch the stream.
Yes, there was some unfortunate messes going on from both teams, to be blatantly honest with you, Ryan. It wasn't the only one. How have you? Where do you see this going? Because this isn't a concept that we see on many leagues.
I know, right? John put it forward to me. I was well up for it because it's like you say, it's not something that we do it often because of the time zones, isn't there? So yeah, it's a nice bit of fun, something different.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's going to be good. Are you here for the season, mate?
Yeah, I'll be here.
All right, man. Well, it's been great having you back there, dear sir, and seeing you're scooting around the racetrack. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
No, just thanks to Tanso, and shout out to all the Tanso boys. Thank you very much. And yourself, obviously. Great stream as always.
Thanks, buddy. I'll catch up with you soon.
See you later, man.
Bye, man.
Bye.
All right, let's have a chat with Rick Wishon, who literally worked his poor little cotton socks off for both races, trying to hold on to the top three. He didn't manage it in race number 1, but he did manage it in race number 2. Rick, I swear to God, if you don't tell me that you haven't lost about 20 pounds in sweat there, dear sir, I'd be very disappointed.
Oh my boss, that was a tough race. I tell you what. Who is it, Dudley?
Yep.
Oh, dude, he is fast. Yeah, I didn't have anything for him other than just defending, and then we were all close racing. I had 16x on the last 3 laps. I just knew someone was going to touch me and give me that 17 drive-through, but it all went good. A lot of clean racing, but yeah, that was a tough, fun race.
Yeah, it definitely was, mate, and managing to hold on to the podium at the end there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, just some luck involved there, I guess.
Well, the thing is, it's not really luck, is it? You guys spoke about it. There was a few dramas between a couple of the OGRL boys, mate. Satiro and Junior. You know, they got to clean it up. Don't take out your teammate.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I hadn't looked back or seen anything, so I don't know.
They hit each other, dude.
Oh, no. Yeah, hopefully they'll get that. Maybe it's the first race of the season, so hopefully we'll get things ironed out.
Yeah, hopefully. But you never know, dear sir. Rick, what's the ambition?
I'm sorry?
What's the ambition here for this season?
To win, of course, as a team. Priority. And then individuals come second.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's the thing. It's got to be a team game. Got to be a team game.
Yeah,
Rick,
we got to bring USA to the front, hopefully.
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
anyway,
all right.
Hey, I'm not getting involved. Rick, don't put me in this horrible position because I like both leagues and I like both of you, so stop it. Anyone you want to shout out? No, I'm not doing it, Rick. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it, even though my USA flag that has got sent to me is behind me. Anyway, anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Yeah, just thank everyone in the Tanso group too. It's got a lot of good guys in here. It's a lot of good racing, and you guys for the broadcast. It's awesome as usual, and of course my wife for putting up with me.
Agreed. I have to thank the wife, mate. It's that fine line between sleeping in the bed and sleeping on the sofa.
There you go. 32 years, so she's
put up with you a long time then.
Yeah.
All right, Rick. You take care, buddy, and I'll catch up with you soon.
All right, later, boss. Y'all have a good afternoon.
Man.
Thank you.
Right, final conversationalist that I do want to have a chat with, because for some random reason, he went in pit lane right at the end of race 2. Why was that, Mr. Matthews?
I had 16x on the last lap, and then Adrian was coming up, and we were in turn 3, and he barely nudged me, which gave me a 17x. So I wasn't sure if I was going to get disqualified, so that's why I dove into the pits, did the drive-through just in case.
Okay. How was it out there, mate?
Man, it was so much fun. It really was. I'm having a blast with Tanso and OGRL competing against each other. It's a lot of fun. I can't thank John Johnson for getting this going. It's great seeing all the cars working as a team.
Mm-hmm. Hello?
Oh, I'm here. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, okay, sorry. I was expecting more of that, Curtis. I got to be honest. Because you were like, it's great, John, getting everybody together, working as a team, and then you shot dead on me. So there we go. Never mind.
I'm sorry.
That's all right, dude. That's all right. It's all good. Are you going to have a little team debrief? Because, Satiro and Junior taking each other out and a couple of others. It was a little bit scrappy.
Yeah, that's one thing. 'Cause I saved the replay. We're going to go through and watch your replay as well. And that was one thing we talked about to everybody is like, look, where this is a team effort. We weren't even really talking about individual points before the start of the race. But again, that's something, first race, we see where we have room to improve, talk with a team, and, kind of go from there. But all in all, I think there was a lot of good teamwork. I know in our Discord, there was a lot of good communication, working together as a team. And it wasn't more like, oh, hey, let me get in front. It's, hey, if you're running faster, let me know. I'll get you up there. So there was a lot of good team talk. We had a couple people that weren't in Discord. I think that's where some of the issues were. But hey, week 1, we learned what we need to work on, and we bring it forward to Detroit for next week.
Hey,
Yeah.
Curtis, Jim Cunningham.
What's up, Jim?
So, hey, man. My question is, what about some of the other OGRL guys, like Bradley Lovings and, are some of the other guys going to be joining in, or is this pretty much like the set crew for this season?
So with Brad, I know he's got a lot of stuff going on. He signed up for it, and same with like Michael Dion and a lot of stuff. A lot of guys have things going on throughout the different weeks. Because our normal race time is Sunday morning for our coffee cup. So this afternoon race, we all want to do it, and we're all trying to get in here. But I would say this crew today was probably going to be more of the staple crew, and then whenever the other guys can get on, they'll get in and join with us.
Right. Well, yeah, the way it all is going to shake out, I think when the points are added up from today, I think that you probably took a little hit today. It wasn't the best, the best end result, I think, especially with Eldor disconnecting when he was in the lead of the race. That certainly hurt as well.
Unfortunately, we've had a lot of like storm systems, and he has a tendency of that happening at times. But that's something that we'll talk to him about. But yeah, he's fast. It's really disappointing that he got disconnected at the end of the race.
Right.
No.
Yeah, I was just checking, see if some of those other guys were going to come over. That's all.
I'm sure.
Oh, don't worry, we'll push. Sorry, JP.
That's all right, dude. That's all right. Well, dude, anyone you want to shout before we let you go?
Just John for getting this going, the Tanso guys for having a great race, my team OGRL, and obviously my wife for letting me do this, and you guys for putting on a great show as always.
All right, man. Well, guys, take care, fella, and I'll catch up with you soon.
See you guys.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was the interviews for this round. Jim, how can we say that?
It was fantastic, man. I mean, this is good stuff. This is going to be a lot of fun. And especially as these points start accumulating and, get a little points tension there. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of excitement all year long, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so too. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to bring it to the end. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a good one. Look forward to the next round of the Full Throttle Face-Off here as well. But I've been James Parfitt. I've been alongside Jim Cunningham. And as always, take care. Have a great week. And you never know, we might see you on the track sometime. Good night.